Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 4, From One Hand to Another. Okay, before I get into my reaction, I just want to let you know there will be some things that I'm sharing in the description, a link to a discussion that I had last night during a live stream on Twitch. So we were watching Assassination Classroom Season 2, Episode 16, and something that happened in the episode made me think about some recent discussions that I've had about Attack on Titan, especially in the last week, following last week's episode. So I already wrote some notes about it, the discussions. So if you want to read my notes, the link is in the description. It's basically this part on page 225, and it's titled "To Everyone Losing Their Shit About Me Not Feeling as Bad for Reiner as They Want Me to." So that was something that I wrote earlier this week after talking to some people on my Discord. I'm not going to get into the discussion now. I just wanted to let you know that I did write these down earlier in the week. And then last night, here, I made a highlight from the stream, so you don't have to watch the whole stream looking for this discussion. I will post a link to this in the description as well. When I'm on Twitch, just keep in mind that I am a bit more open about my emotions. I try on YouTube, because there's so much more people watching, I try and be a little bit less in my feels, because you know these are sensitive topics, and I want to be as, I don't know if pragmatic is the right word, but as this is how I feel, this is what I think, this is why, these are like more like that, so that people can understand where I'm coming from. During my reactions, of course, I let my emotions run free, but I'm still a bit careful with what I say. So during the live stream, you know, it's just me and some people watching together. I think it was less than 50 people. So I was a little bit more emotional, maybe. I had a lot on my mind. And yeah, I tried to be logical though. Right now, I'm going to be watching this episode and then doing my review afterwards. I have my notebook ready so that if there's things that I want to discuss, I will write down timestamps. But sometimes if I have to talk about it now during the reaction and I have to pause to sort out my emotions before continuing with the story, then I will do that. But I'll try and keep what I can for the review, because I know that the majority of people are here for the reaction, and that's totally fine. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you will enjoy my reaction. The last video got 3,000 likes, so that's amazing. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad that you enjoy my reaction and maybe listening to my thoughts. I really appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy it today as well. Oh, I can hear now it's Tanjiro. Oh, I just want to say, a little while ago, someone commented about something like, why is no one talking about Eren at the end of the opening song? Or why did no one notice Eren at the end of the opening song? And I was like, well, I noticed. It looks like, you know, when he plugged the wall and he hardened and came out of the Titan body and the body was still there, it obviously makes you think of that. But I just don't know what else could you say. Like, yeah, there he is.
私がタイバー家当主ビリーだ。戦士隊結成当初より戦士隊を束ねるあなただ。見抜けましたか？の巨人はこの中にヘロスの勇姿を。
Let me just read that again. A century ago, a mere human slayed the devil of all earth and became the renowned Marleyan hero who saved the world. Helos.
特にはタイバー家の権限下にある。エルディアもマーレも闇夜に投げ出された。世界に全てを明かすつもりだ。
Oh,
英雄
the
像を見に来た
truth.
のは嘘ではない。
ピーク、何やってんだよ。
She looks like the kind of a girl that would just fall asleep anywhere. So that's why when I saw the messy hair, I knew it was her. And I thought she was just sleeping on the ground.
こっちの方がしっくり。
立って歩けよ。波動が破壊されている可能性もあります。
では何が言いたいのか。
It's one of those things like there's no real great option here, but you have to make a choice.
わかった、もういい。エルディア人に喋らせた我々が間違っていたんだ。
だ、大変聡明であられる。
The Paradis Island planning is going just swell. So this is how I recognize sarcasm. Like, it's going just swell. They're so intelligent.
戦は順調だな。上官がだ、大変
Oh, so intelligent.
5人の子供に全てを託すとかね。
ガビの優位は動きませんよ。
That's kind of like a flag to me. Whenever someone says something will never happen in a story, I'm like, it's like when the Titanic said, "There's no way the ship could sink. Not even God could sink this ship." Well, we all know how the Titanic ended.
お前のためだよ。はあ？私の邪魔しといて、私のためだって言いたいわけ？わけわかんないんだけど。
Harem anime when all the girls like the main character, but the main character's like, duh. Her mind is too full of war thoughts to at all notice when a boy likes her. Sad.
お前は俺たちの
That's not Gabi.
救世主だ。
いや、私ゾフィアなんで。
酔っ払って女の子に抱きついて、このじじい。さあ、あんたらはこれを持ってきな。
宣戦布告をやるのか。
なんだか劇場みたい。
They'll be telling the truth. What does that mean exactly? I definitely am going to go back and reread that conversation between Magath and Tybur, because I feel like there was a lot of depth to that conversation, and so much that I think is going to make a huge difference in the future, and I just don't. I need to write it all down and reread it and see. But I know one thing that stood out to me was he said he was going to reveal the truth. What does that mean? What is his truth? I heard
祭りってのもやったら
the world.
世界中が味方に
解決して最高だな。
無理だって思ってるの。
Oh, wait, that was sarcasm. I was almost convinced by his face, but like, oh, all his problems will magically go away. I like how much sarcasm is being used in this episode when it caused such a big controversy in episode 2, I think.
やめろ。いや、私これ素だから。
I really like Zofia, and I don't feel like she's done anything weird up to this point. Maybe, I mean, we didn't get to spend a lot of time with her, but definitely didn't think she was weird, and I kind of like her. She kind of reminds me about Annie a little bit.
あんたら今度ファルコひいきしたら泣かすから。悪魔じゃねえかよ。
あ、マガト隊長だ。
I'm just quickly gonna say something, and I was planning on keeping it for the review, but it really bothers me. I mean, I always thought that Attack on Titan definitely has a lot of links to, you know, the Holocaust and stuff. I've known that for a while, but for the first time I'm realizing this guy has blonde hair and blue eyes. Many of the Eldians have blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, Zeke has blonde hair. I'm not sure about his eye color. His mother had blonde hair, also forgot her eye color, and I just wonder, do you think, is it possible that, because you know how Eldians were the bad guys in the past because it was said that they believe in eugenics and they forced Marlians to have their children to expand to create more of them and blah blah blah, and you know they treated the Marlians so bad, and they have their Titan powers, and okay, so do you think that this story shows, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy, because I know that Hitler believed in eugenics, and they thought the Aryan race, people with blonde hair and blue eyes, were like the ultimate form of humans. I'm not exactly sure. Nazis were German, and I apologize, please correct me if I'm wrong with anything here. And I'm not sure because I'm not German myself, but I wonder, do German people face backlash for, you know, what they did in the past, what their ancestors did? Because like I've told before in these videos, my Attack on Titan reactions, white South Africans are looked down upon often by international people because of what our ancestors did and the infamy of apartheid. They don't know what happened before apartheid. They don't know our whole history, but apartheid was a very big thing, and everyone knows about that. When you think of South Africa, that's one of the things you think about. So yeah, a lot of people think very poorly about white people in South Africa, and I'm not going to go more in depth with it because I have talked about it before. And I'm just wondering, could this story be like